Hi everyone, this is Ryan. This is lesson 39 of working with JavaScript, and in this lesson we'll be learning about checkboxes and how we can check them using JavaScript. So what I've got here is a whole lot of pizza toppings and some checkboxes next to each one, and I also have a button that you can click on. So what I'd like us to do is to be able to click on this button and have all the checkboxes automatically check themselves. So we have a whole bunch of input type equals checkboxes, and we have a input type equals button. Notice that I've given an ID to this button just to make it easier for me to reference it using JavaScript. So let's go straight to the JavaScript and create a variable for that button. Okay, I'm going to attach an onClick event to my button and call a function. Okay, so when you click on the button, then we need to select all the checkboxes. So to do this, I'm going to need to create a for loop to loop around all the checkboxes, because I don't know necessarily how many checkboxes there are going to be. So we'll go for, start the loop at 0, and check for document.form0.elements.length x++. So we're looping around every single element within our form. Now remember that not every element is going to be a checkbox. Like the last element is a button, for example, and there might be other elements within this form, for example input boxes or text areas. So what I need to do is check the type of each element to make sure that it is indeed a checkbox before I try and start checking it. So let's create a variable for our element and set it equal to document.form0.elements x. X represents the specific element I'm busy with. Then I need to say if the element.type is a checkbox, then I can check the checkbox. So I'll say this. No, this would refer to the button. So I'd have to use element dot checked is equal to true. And that's how you check a checkbox. If you want to uncheck a checkbox, you set the checked property to false. And there we have it. If you wanted to, you could be clever and have this button act as a toggle button. So we could change it to toggle checkboxes. Toggle means when you press it once, it ticks everything. When you press it again, it unticks everything. So because this check property is true or false, we could actually set it to not element.checked. So if you put a not in front of something, it reverses it. It's one of the logical operators we learnt about previously. So we're saying set the check property to be the opposite of what it was previously. So if it was true, it becomes false. If it was false, it becomes true. Okay, so now if I press the first time, it ticks everything. If I press the second time, it unticks everything. Or if I've ticked some of them, it just reverses it every time. So there we have a little script to show you how to check checkboxes using JavaScript.